All right, guys, so we're looking at proving the equations from today, and we were looking at the concept that our vertex was moving in the path of a parabola. And we started with the concept that we have a general form, ax squared plus bx plus c is y. And we want to show that the equation that we came up with from our pattern is true. So the path of our vertex we generalized, and we decided that was y equals negative ax squared plus c. And again, if you were watching the GeoGebra app, it was as b was changing. So if we start with the first concept, really what we know is that given any parabola, the vertex can be given at negative b over 2a, and y would then be the function evaluated at negative b over 2a. So we start the process by substituting in, and we're going to put that x value, negative b over 2a, into our quadratic equation, which will take a little bit of care, but it's not too onerous. So we've substituted in. We want to go through now. We're going to have to square the values, and we end up with a b squared over 2a minus, so I made a little error there, minus b squared over 2a plus c. Now if we go through the process of simplifying, and I'm going to trust that you can do that algebraically, we end up with 4ac minus b squared all over 4a is our y value. So looking at that in the vertex form, we just put it back into a point. So at the point negative b over 2a, we now know that we have the y value, 4ac minus b squared over 4a. And that should be the point, any point on our parabola as the vertex is moving. But if we think about what we are starting with, what was changing was b. So we need to change that vertex to be in terms of b. And the only way to do that is to scale or multiply through or substitute in that negative 2a to change that vertex. So as b is changing, we can change that vertex now to look like b. And then instead of just having 4ac minus b squared, b gets changed because we're scaling it to negative 2ab squared all over 4a. So in order to start to see our pattern, what we need to do is simplify that. And we end up with c minus ab squared. So it's looking quite good considering what we were trying to find was negative ax squared plus c, but b is x changing. So we have come to the point where we've actually derived the formula that we saw using patterns. And there's your proof.